Spoilers obviously. The Boys takes place in a world where superheroes are real and very numerous, though more on that later, and almost all of them are under a company called Vought Enterprises that handles their image and manages them, making fortunes from movies and merchandise tie-ins.
Merchandising! Where the real money from the movie is made.
Basically, imagine Disney but bigger and scarier. The most important superheroes in this world, or supes as they are called, are the Seven, basically the Avengers, almost each and every one of them knockoffs of DC or Marvel characters. The story opens with our geeky protagonist, Hugh Campbell, walking with his girlfriend when suddenly she is killed by A-Train, a super fast soup that completely disintegrates her by running through her at a quadrillion miles per hour. Frustratingly for Huey, however, nobody seems to do anything about it, and Vought soon tries shutting him up with some money. It is at this point that he meets this absolute legend.
Name's Butcher. Billy Butcher. Well. That ain't the invisible cunt.
I'm sorry, did you just call God a C word?
Yeah, he's got a hard-on for mass murder and giving kids cancer. And his big old answer to the existential clusterfuck that is humanity is to nail his own bleeding son to a plank. Oh, I just had to pop down to the shop. I was running a bit low on mind your own fucking business.
Who shows him just how dirty and hypocritical the supes are and convinces him to help him bug the headquarters of the Seven. In the meantime, the Seven get their newest member, Starlight, your typical rural goody two-shoes. Her optimistic worldview, however, is profoundly shattered when the Deep, basically Aquaman but without the abs, sexually blackmails her. She does, however, manage to rise back up and confront him. In the meantime, Huey and Butcher's attempts of bugging the Seven goes wrong when they are spotted by Translucent, a soup with the power of invisibility and impenetrable skin.
Translucent doesn't even mean invisible. It means semi-transparent.
Translucent follows and attacks them, but eventually they manage to stun him via electrocution. Wanting to finish him off, they go to one of Butcher's former mates, Frenchie, where they put him in an electrified cage and start trying to kill him. At the same time, the Seven's leader, Homelander, attempts to find Translucent. Eventually, the boys manage to figure out they can kill Translucent via C4 up his ass and force him to tell them all about A-Train, the guy who killed Huey's girlfriend, before blowing him up when he attempts to escape. The boys also recruit another of Billy's former associates, Mother's Milk. Jury's still out on why he's called that. Going after one of the leads Translucent put them on, the boys discover A-Train's secret love, a washed-up soup called Popclaw. After bugging her place, they discover the existence of a mysterious drug called Compound V that seems to work as a performance enhancer for soups. In the meantime, Huey and Starlight randomly meet and begin to bond. At the same time, while on Compound V, Popclaw accidentally Gregor Clegane's her landlord.
Gonna smash their head in like this!
Using this, the boys blackmail Popclaw into revealing from where A-Train gets this Compound V. Following the trail, they discover a mob gang holding an Asian, I think Japanese, young woman prisoner. The show calls her the Female. When the boys release the female, however, they discover she has superpowers, and she kills all the gang members before escaping. Using the clues left behind by the gang, the boys manage to uncover a massive conspiracy, realizing that Compound V, besides being a performance enhancer, is also the way soups are made by injecting it into babies. While all this is happening, Huey and Starlight hook up, and Starlight comes out to the public about what happened between her and the Deep, resulting in the Deep being sent to Ohio. Meanwhile, the boys manage to locate and peacefully take the female with them. We also learn why Billy hates soup so much, as Homelander had raped and drove his wife to suicide. Stuff starts getting even more serious, however, when a washed-up former child star soup, ironically played by Haley Joel Osment, whom the boys had been using, snitches on them to Homelander, forcing them to go into hiding and revealing their identities to Vought. However, by now, having gathered enough evidence, the boys using Butcher's connection to the CIA, lets them know about all that is happening, leading to the CIA trying to exert leverage on Vought and put them in a tight leash. Huey also reveals the Compound V conspiracy to Starlight, causing her to have an existential crisis. However, it is then revealed what Vought had been doing with the Compound V and the gangs, namely creating super terrorists. Homelander, now faced with the problem of Butcher, starts digging to see what happened to his wife. With the threat of the super terrorists, the CIA is forced to bend over to Vought, leaving the boys hanging, with all but Huey and Butcher being captured, who split when Huey realizes just how obsessed and revenge-driven Butcher is. Huey then convinces Starlight to help him, and together they break out Frenchie, Mother's Milk, and the female. A-Train comes to stop them, but suffers a heart attack as a result of his abuse of Compound V. In the meantime, a now desperate Butcher resolves to at least hurt Homelander by killing Madeline Stillwell, Homelander's boss / mother figure / fuck buddy. I don't know, it's fucked up.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
But Homelander gets ahead of him by killing Stillwell himself and then takes Butcher to his very much still alive wife, raising Homelander's sub-son. The end. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ring that bell button. Links also exist.